Hey everybody, I think that we are set up and good to go. I'm going to give just a couple more minutes for more people to get on and then we'll get started. Just wanted to say thanks for taking time out of your day to come and listen to me talk. I'm going to try to, get through it as fast as I can, but still get you the info I want to give you. And I'll try to talk slow because I get a little nervous. But I'm excited to go over the course with you and just tell you the ins and outs and the goals and the purposes of it and just let you get a little insight into why I did it. So we're going to start in just a couple minutes. So just hang tight and we'll get going. All right, let's get started. First, I wanted to introduce you to Gigi. Gigi is my work partner. She's with me all the time. She doesn't like the camera, but she's always sitting here with me. So let's get started. I like to start out just by letting you know my background so you know where I'm coming from and why I did this. I am an interior designer, have been for a long time. I've started a lot of businesses. We've built custom homes. I've done a lot of interior design locally and in the city. I've done web marketing. We were building websites when the internet was first invented. So we've built a lot of businesses. And I've also been doing furniture painting for quite some time as well. So I was looking online and I was looking at some listings and I was just amazed at the low prices that some of these furniture artists were asking for their work, because I know personally how much work and time and energy I dedicated to finding pieces and learning how to do the work and educating myself and getting the supplies. And that's all before I even started doing the work. And so I thought, hey, I'm just going to start this little group and see if I can get some furniture painters that are looking to have a full-time business, a profitable business doing this, but are kind of going about it the wrong way or don't really know a better way. And maybe I can help a few people. That was in February. Fast forward to October 11th, and there's 25,000 people in the group. We're helping so many people every day with, the group focuses mostly on staging and photography and pricing, but there's so much more to it. And so I thought I would take this course and put all of the business aspects beyond staging and pricing and photography into the course so that you would have a resource for all of your obstacles in this business. We're going to go over all of those in detail so you know exactly what you're going to get, and then you can make an educated decision if the course is right for you. But I want you to know where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a place of wanting to help you personally, but I'm not able to do that on a one-to-one basis. So the course allows me to get you all into a group that's full of people with the same goal and the same passion to grow their business. And we put all those people into a group and into this course, and the synergy and the support is amazing. And it enables me to help more of you one-on-one with obstacles and issues that you come across, and also give you the tools to maybe head some of those off ahead of time. So that's a little bit about my background and my purpose. I'm really here. I really have a passion for helping you guys do better. I want to kind of disrupt the market that we're in and get people to value their work and get buyers to value what you're doing, because you guys are so talented, crazy talented people in that group. So I really want you to, pay attention to the details of the course, but also it's not just about what's in the course, it's what's outside of the course when you join. It's just getting your mindset and your confidence in place, and the group really allows you to do that. So I'm going to take a second here to pull the presentation up, and then we're going to get started going through everything. Okay, hold tight. Okay, here we go. You don't have to look at me anymore. You can look at the screen. Lots of good stuff here for you. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the overview, and then I'm going to go through every single module and give you all the details you need so you know if it's right for you. Here we go. First, just know that I'm recording this right now, and we're going to leave it up until Sunday night. So if you need to come back and review it, or you get cut out, or you don't have time to watch it all, you can come back. Here's a little success story just from one of our members. We spend a lot of time talking about custom work. There's a huge module in there about that, which we'll go over. Just about having the confidence and the tools to be professional about your quotes. And you can see here that she, the quote was between 1,100 and 1,400, and they got the job. I'm sure they were bidding against other people, but with the tools that we have in place for this, they can go in with confidence and close the deal. And truly, the money made from just one of those deals coming through pays for the course in itself. Okay, here's the cool thing. I've got some bonus offers at the end, and I'm also giving away one free membership, but you have to be here to win. So you have to be able to respond in the comment box below in order to win. So stick around, don't go anywhere. I also have started an affiliate program with the course, so I'll talk to you more about how when you refer people to the group or the course that you think could use help, then you can make money as well. But you got to be there at the end, okay? And then the biggest thing is I've been offering the course every 2 months to get a new group of people in, but I'm actually going to offer it, close it on Sunday, and I'm not going to open it again until January. I'm going to take that time to kind of just get it tightened up and add some more things to it and just kind of take the holidays away from it. So if you're thinking about getting in, even if you can't start until December or you want an early holiday gift, I would encourage you to sign up now because you can start working on it anytime. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about how you can create a profitable business step by step. If you've ever had questions about how much do you charge or how to find customers, if you're worried about the competition or where to sell, or you want to do a booth or a market, but you have no idea how to find one or how to set one up. You really want to do custom work because we all know there's money there, but it's scary. You know, it's scary to dive into that without the tools. Maybe you want to sell paint or hold workshops, and you know, we have that all covered in here. If this sounds like you and what you are trying to learn and what your goals are for your business, then go to the chat box and type in heck yes. So here's a little overview of the course. I've invested hundreds of hours creating this guide, and I've tried to take everything I ran into and all the mistakes I made and all the mistakes I didn't make and put them into this course for you. It's not theory. It's everything I learned. It's everything I did to grow my businesses, and the things that work, and also the ways to avoid the issues that can come up. The cool thing about the course is I've created it so you can go at your own pace on your own schedule. You don't have to keep up with the class. You don't have to be anywhere at any certain time. You can jump around to what you need. You can start from the beginning and go through to the end at your own pace. And every time you have a question, we have a separate mastermind group that's just for the paid members of the course. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Here's kind of the thing though, and it's not something I touch on a lot, but the course isn't just about the contracts and the pricing and the staging. I spend a lot of time working on the mindset and confidence you need to create a profitable business with repeat customers while doing something that you love to do every single day. I think if you've been in the group, you've seen some of my posts about having a better mindset, being confident, knowing your strengths and weaknesses. So we're going to work harder on that in a more personalized atmosphere. We're going to work on your attitude, confidence, salesmanship, and more. We're also going to work on your business image and your branding, as well as your social media. We work a lot on social media. We just work on you, because staging and photography is great, but if you don't have the confidence in what you're doing to go out and put it out there and be confident in what you're doing and be able to sell it, then it's still just a beautiful piece of furniture. So we really spend a lot of time working on how to overcome the obstacle of ourselves, actually. Okay, here's just some other things that our members are saying, some people that have been in there. Thanks to your workshop module, I was just offered an amazing opportunity. One of the ladies that came to the palette party showed her boss her finished palette. She's the head of the community education in a wealthy neighborhood, and she asked if I'd like a regular gig there teaching palette classes. She had her whole speech planned before she called to finalize, and now this member is all set with a great gig. We'll go over the workshop module in detail in a little bit. And here's another one. Rebecca's course has been incredibly helpful, and I've just been able to pick out the stages related to specific topics as I encounter them while I'm setting up a new store. Not necessarily going in the order of her course outline. You can go at your own pace. The modules are always going to be there for you to tackle each stage as you want or able. Or you can go hell-bent and fuel up to run nonstop with it. Then rinse, lather, repeat as often as you like. I love that one. Okay, so here's the 2 important features to remember. You have access to the course 24/7 online. It works on all your devices. You just have to be able to open PDF reports. You can jump around to all of the modules, and there's no time limit on completion. You can work at it as your time allows or as you need specific information. If you need any help with anything whatsoever, you will be able to get your questions answered by me personally in the private Facebook community with no restrictions, or you can private message me or send me an email. I mean, I'm here for you guys. So you paid to be in there, and I want to help you be successful. So let's talk a little bit more about the mastermind group. Right now, there's over 500 businessmen and women at different levels in their journey. Everybody has a different background: technology, sales, marketing, everything that you can think of. And so when someone asks a question in there, you get to pull from these 500 plus people with backgrounds and experiences that you have not had, or you don't have information on. Not just me, because I don't always have all the answers. Sometimes I learn a lot in there because there's people in there from every genre of career. People who have been there, done that, teachers, salesmen. There's so much information in there that everybody is willing to share. And I actually, when I started the course, I didn't really think about it that way. But now I feel like that is just as valuable as the content of the course itself. Because you can ask any question you want, and you have all those people to tap into. That is a support system that you can't put a price tag on. And it's really what we're all looking for, but we don't know it until we find it. We're all looking for that group of people who says, you can do it. You're going to be okay. You got this. Stick with it. It's a safe place to air your worries, and it's a fabulous place to celebrate your successes. So really keep that in mind. If you're in need of that support, it's a great place to go. The other cool thing is it's not just a static course in a box. I didn't just build it and then it's there and that's it. I add to it every week. I honestly, at this point, don't even know what I'm going to add next. I just kind of go with what somebody asked and needs. Last week, we focused on Facebook with daily tips and challenges about growing our followers and engaging them. And this week, we're going to work on Pinterest. We're going to spend each day working on one particular aspect of that social media platform. I'm sure we'll also do Instagram and Etsy and whatever you guys need. And the good news is that once these special interest weeks are done, I compile them into a report and I add them to the course. So you can grab them when you're ready to work on that aspect. So if we have Pinterest week and you're just not there yet, you don't have enough photos, it's not making sense for you, it's okay, because when you're ready, it'll be there for you to use. I don't know if you guys can hear it or feel it. I'm super passionate about this. I'm passionate about everybody who goes in my course, and I want you to be successful. If that's through confidence boosting, price advising, staging, or you just need a swift kick in the rump to get you going, that's what I'm here for. You don't just sign up and then wander around with no leadership. I'm there every single day, just like I am in the free group, but at a deeper level. I've told you the course is self-paced, so we don't need to say that again. I'm going to jump into the course overview and do a complete outline of everything in there. So let's get started with that and get you going to a successful business. Okay, here's the basic outline. I'm not going to read all this because I'm going to go through it all in detail. So it just is kind of a quick snapshot of everything that's in the course. Okay, module 1. This is just a This is a small bit of the course, just getting started. You really need to have goals when you start a business, like how many pieces are you going to do? You know, what's your goal? Is it to quit your job? Is it to go on pay for a vacation? Is it to pay off your car? What is your goal for painting furniture? Like, why do you go and do it? Why do you spend the time? We're going to talk about your setup and product selection, workload and scheduling based on what you have available for time with your other responsibilities in life. And then there's a homework section to help you do some business planning. In Module 2, we work on finding and choosing pieces that sell. I truly believe that the profit that you're going to make on a piece starts the minute that you buy the piece. Really, the minute that you make that decision that, hey, I'm going to buy this piece, you determine what your potential profit can be. And so we focus on how to find pieces that are going to give you the most profit, how to determine issues that might pop up, and if it's worth buying and fixing. And then we kind of jump into being able to find pieces without you physically having to go find pieces. So you can spend your time making money, and perhaps you can find some local people to help you find the pieces you need, and they can just be brought to your door. That really streamlines your profitability. And then we have an in-depth homework assignment where you dig in and really think about where you can find project pieces. Okay, Module 3. This is a big one, pricing for profit. We talk about it a lot in the free group. We're going to get a little deeper here and talk about the mindset of pricing for profit, because you have to have confidence in order to do that. If you don't win the battle in your mind, then you're not going to be able to win the battle when the lowball offer comes rolling in the door. So we talk about mindset. We go over the pricing guide and how it works. There's a comprehensive upgrade and specialty finish pricing guide. And then we have an inventory worksheet and how to use it. One of our current members also made a great worksheet that works really well for keeping track of inventory. Todd just told me that my dog snoring is on the mic. So just so you guys know, that's not me snoring, that's my dog. That's so funny. That's real life, people. Okay, Module 4. We're going to talk about staging and photography. We focus on this 90% of the time in the free group. You're probably all tired of seeing it, but it is really important. And we're going to dig a little deeper in the course. We're going to talk about the pieces that you need to get for staging, the key elements, and then I have some great examples piece by piece. We have a lighting section, and we just add to this all the time. Every time we do a report in the free group, we pop it into the course group and take it a little more intense. I feel like this is something that you could print out and have in its own binder, and when you went to stage something, you could just whip that binder out and really use it to get that perfect shot. I didn't have room to list all of the reports that are in here, but I mean, it's huge. Okay, Module 5. This is one we've been working on heavily in the group. One of our members has been making great cover photos for our course students. So that's been really cool. It's so fun to see all these great cover photos on these Facebook pages. We're gonna talk about from start to finish how to set up your page, each section, how to set up your tabs and your call to action, and then we're gonna go a little deeper into posting, how to create engagement and grow followers and take the followers that you have and make them want to hear from you versus just sell and me, more about them and how to get them engaged in what you're doing. So the Facebook module to me is huge for our business, and it's growing and growing all the time. Like I said, we had Facebook week last week. I took all those posts and put them into a report, and I've added them to this module. Module 6, branding and business materials. We work on name, logo, websites, brochures, business cards. Even if you kind of have these things, it's a good time to just step back and analyze your tools that you have and make sure they're working for you and that the information is there. We talk about ways to get creative with branding, making our signs, creating things that customers can walk away with. So we spend a lot of time on that in the group, and it's good to get group participation in that to just give you a second eye, because sometimes I'll love it and somebody will say, hey, what about this? And we'll all be like, oh, hey, yeah, that's true. You know, you really need to think about that. Okay, let's take a little break here so I can get a drink. If you have some questions so far, you can type them into the chat box, and Todd will let me know what they are, and I'll answer a few here while we take a break. And then we're going to move on to the next half of the course. Yeah, we're only halfway through. So there's a lot more and a lot more in-depth modules coming up. So I'm just going to take 2 minutes here to get a drink, and then we'll be back. Okay, we had a question about course members internationally. I have quite a few members from Australia and the UK in there. We have the price sheets that are translated for those areas, and all of the business principles still relate. I can't think of many items in the course that don't relate internationally. So yeah, there's gosh, quite a few from Australia and the UK, and a lot from Canada as well. Regarding the course, it is not a recording. There's a few videos in the course, just introductory videos to the modules, but the majority of the course is PDF documents and contracts. So no matter where you are, you can pull up those PDF reports and read them. A lot of my members print them out and create a course binder for each module, which is super cool. So it's kind of like a textbook of the information. The other question was, what made me decide to do this? And it mostly came from starting the group and seeing the questions that people had, and having multiple people message me and ask me to help them one-on-one. And while I would totally love to do that, it would be really hard to help this many people on a one-to-one basis. So I decided to compile the information in a way that I could help more people at one time. And I think it's working really well, because you can still get to me in that one-to-one capacity, but you can also kind of find your way through the modules as well. Okay, good questions. Let's move on so I can get you guys out of here. The next module is module 7, successful selling online. I went through each platform with listing suggestions and tips. We're going to cover best practices for covering yourself against returns. There's a sales contract in this module that we just had a question on the free group today about a return. They took it home, they damaged it, and now they want to return it. And so my question to her was, did you have a contract? When they picked it up, did they sign a contract that said, hey, I'm picking this up and it's awesome and there's nothing wrong with it? And did the contract also say that there's absolutely no refunds, no exchanges? So that contract is in there. It's all about covering your butt and controlling the transaction. And so we really focus on that in this module. There's selling guides for each platform. And there's also a shipping section and a sample shipping contract. I did take some time to speak to a couple of shippers and got their best practices and a couple of recommendations for you. Okay, module 8, successful selling offline. In this one, we talk about everything we can do that isn't related to selling online. Booths, consignment stores, markets, events, fairs, how to set up, how to merchandise, what to bring, how to find the best events to go to so you don't sign up for an event and nobody comes, or it's not your customer, or it's just a bunch of crafty stuff and there's no furniture. So this module will really prepare you to have a successful booth or event. Okay, here's my biggest module. Custom work is scary, but it's also where the money is. It's also where you can actually bank on profit. You can book business and you can sign it up and get deposits and you know what you're going to make that month. It's scary because it can go wrong really quickly. And I get that. And this module is coming from all the mistakes I made. Everything I'm telling you to do, I only did after something went wrong. So what I'm hoping is that this will let you be more prepared so that things don't go wrong. So there's so much in here. There's so many worksheets and templates and making samples and creating your portfolios. And then part 2 is about the mindset of it, how to go in with confidence so that they trust you and they know, like, and trust you, which is super important, that they trust that you know what you're doing and you have good taste. They need to know that when they tell you what they want, that you're going to be able to deliver. And you need to be able to listen to buying cues and lifestyle cues, whether or not you even want the job. So this module, to me, is everything that will take your business to the next level. Module 10. We talk about this in the free group a lot. I'm one for solutions and not excuses. So I really believe in putting the paintbrush down and going out and finding your customers. They're not all on garage sale sites. They're not all on the market sites. They're everywhere, and there's money everywhere. So we kind of explore ways to step outside of the online sales environment and how to approach them and how to approach the pricing structure. So I've kind of approached this like I would if I was, say, an interior designer and you came to me. I'm giving you tips on how to create confidence in my perception of you and what I would expect. So I think that this is really a good way to kind of dip your toe in the water of getting offline and selling. I think it can be a little nerve-wracking, but hopefully with these tools, you can feel a little more confident. The next module is about selling paint for profit. So whether you have a booth or a store or not, selling paint is a good way to add your profitability. There's right and wrong ways to approach it, and there's challenges involved. And along with paint, there are many, many ways to add to your bottom line with accessories and products that you can upsell. So in this module, I've given you a comprehensive list of accessories and where to find them. I've given you some sample marketing ideas and some ways to really take your sales to the next level. So this is a really good one for anyone who's considering selling paint or already is and wants to grow the profit margin of that particular line. Module 12, making money with workshops. Workshops are huge. I've taught a lot of workshops and they can be really great money makers, but you have to make sure you're not giving away everything. You're not giving so much that you're not getting anything back. So in this module, we're covering scheduling, marketing, payment, registration, everything that we need, setup and layout. And then as you get through that, I have 5 workshop outlines for you with suggested pricing and the way to run it, like the steps to take, when to take this to dry and when to bring this back and the preparation so that you're ready for it. Several of our students have done these and been very successful. You don't have to have a store to do them. You can do them in-house, in your garage. I think one of our members did them in her storage unit. So this is a good way to add money to your bottom line, not painting, but teaching people to paint. And really, what I found with teaching people to paint is that they become my best customers because they realize how hard it really is. So it's a different way of approaching it. A lot of people think if you teach people to paint, then you lose your customers, but it actually has been the opposite for me. I've added Instagram for furniture artists. It's a 3-step process for using Instagram to find your customers and get in front of them and grow your followers. This was just added. I'll probably be adding more to it to take it to the next level, but it's definitely a good way for a beginner to get started in Instagram and focus on the furniture niche and finding those customers. And then I also started adding wholesale resources. So if you have a booth or you're going to an event or you have a store, this is this is really great money saving for you because you don't have to go to market. We have a store, and so we are always going to market and spending thousands of dollars to get there and shop and stay. And so I'm taking the ones that I know that sell and have low minimums in price and quantity, and I'm sharing them with you. So you simply have to, go shop online or make a phone call to have a rep come and see you, and you'll be able to fill your booth or your store with quality products in the smalls department to just fill it up. We have a sign maker in there, and I know a lot of the people who have bought those just blow out of them at events. So this one I think is really good for anyone considering taking it to the next level with product. And I do add, there's 20 in there now, and I try to add new ones all the time. Okay, I'm out of breath. That's a lot of talking. So right now it's time to give away 1 free membership. So if you're still here on the live webinar, I need you to type "I'm still here" in the dialog box. Hurry and type that in, and we're going to pick a winner from the people who are still here hanging in with me on my super long webinar. I'm going to cover a few more things, and then we'll announce the winner. Again, the mastermind group, I kind of went over this, so you know what I'm talking about. It's only for members of the paid course, and it's where we answer questions regarding course materials and mentor you through events and big decisions. Okay, let's talk about the affiliate program, which I touched on at the beginning. We started this as a way to allow our members of the course to make money. A lot of my members are really eager to pay it forward. They like to reach out to local people in their markets to encourage them to raise their prices, which helps the market in general. So as a way to give back for that, once you're a member of the course, you can sign up for an affiliate link. And when you invite somebody to join the Flipping Furniture group, you invite them through that link. Once they click on it, it's attached to your name. And then if they ever buy the course, whether it's now or a year from now, then you earn $30. There's a really cool way for you to see what you've made. And we pay after each course is closed, then we'll pay within a month after that. So it's a really cool way for you to make some extra money. And really, you can easily pay for your course through that program just by referring people to the free course and letting me do the work to get them into the paid course. So we'll track that person, and you'll always get credit for their purchase. All right, that was a ton of information, but here's a cool picture from a member who printed out all the reports and documents, and I've added a lot since that picture was taken, so you can kind of see that you'd probably need a pretty big binder to get it all in there. Okay, so the price is $197. It's a one-time fee, and you have access for your lifetime. As long as I'm around, you'll have access to the course. It includes everything I just went over. And if I add things, there's no extra charge. If you're a member, and everything I add is included. I'm closing the course on Sunday at 10, and I'm not opening it again until January. Now would be a good time to ask for that early Christmas present. Here's a cool thing. I have a money back guarantee. So if you get in there and within the first 7 days, you're like, no, this isn't what I wanted it to be. It's not really going to work for me. or I don't have time, it's more than I thought, you can just ask for your money back and we will refund you with no questions asked. But it has to be within, just clear, it has to be within the first 7 days. Just remember that we're closing it on Sunday, October 16th at 10. So you have about 5 days to get in if you're still thinking about it. It's super easy to get started. You just click on the link below where it says click here to get started. You'll be taken to the shopping cart, process your payment, fill in the information, and as soon as it's processed, you are instantly inside the course and you can get started. You don't have to wait for me or anyone. You can just hop right in and get going. All right, time to pick the winner. The winner of one free membership is Felicia Arago. A-R-A-G-O. Hope I said that right. Sorry, Felicia. Felicia Arago. If you can just message me when this is over, I will get you hooked up, get your login ready, and send it to you. Congratulations. Just a reminder that I took the risk away. So if you want to just check in and make sure it works for you, you have 7 days to let me know and I'll refund your money. I truly honestly believe that just one of these modules, say the custom work module, will help you make back the cost of the course in one sale, not to mention everything that happens after that. Okay, we're done. Thanks for hanging in there. If you still have questions, I'm going to stick around for a little bit to answer them. Otherwise, I really hope I see you all in the mastermind group as soon as I'm done here. I am there all the time, so I will be right behind you to answer any of your questions. And I'm also still in the free group all the time as well. So if that's where you're at, then I will see you there. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate your time. I know it's the middle of the day on a Tuesday and it's not always easy, but I appreciate those of you who hung in there with me. And again, it's on replay. So if anyone didn't make it or wants to watch it again, you can watch it anytime. All right, I sure hope I get to see a lot of you in the group and you guys have a great day. Thanks.